Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick, a sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious.
Hello Wussy, and welcome back to Queerhouse, the place where we review artsy fartsy gay movies. As time goes on, things are really looking up for queer women. I mean, there's more on screen nowadays, they're even doing normal roles, some of them are even making the movies. Weird, right? Someone should tell these women that the stoves on set don't actually work. This transition is especially noteworthy given the fact that back in the day of yore, all lesbians were tragic lesbians. And by yore I mean 1972, but put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. First, what even is a tragic lesbian? What's her deal? There's three main components you need to spot one. The first is that she is a lesbian due to some kind of trauma relating to men. The second is that she is a danger to herself and pretty much everyone around her. And three, and this is the most important one, she is a de facto miserable person with a miserable life because liking ladies is gross. With that in mind, let's take our pen down and discuss the 1972 release, The Bitter Tears of Petra von Kant. This is a movie about how being queer is generally the worst decision you can make in life. Right off the bat, they give us the camera work and setting that really emphasizes the feeling of solitude and claustrophobia these characters are feeling. Mirrors and models and portraits clutter the walls to really let you know that these hoes are constantly self-reflecting. Let's just plug in our list, shall we? So number one is that they are lesbians due to trauma or the Countess effect. That pretty much sums up the entirety of the first act. Petra meeting Karen via her cousin and basically just divulging to both of them how, oh, oop, my first husband died, oop, my second husband was the worst. Next is being a danger to themselves, or the Carmilla Effect, again, very true. Petra seems to get a sick, almost therapeutic thrill out of bullying her subordinate for hire Marlene, and Karen, who at this point is Petra's girlfriend, doesn't really want to be with her and is cheating on her with, and I quote,
mit einem großen schwarzen Mann mit einem großen schwarzen Schwanz.
Which they really describe the experience in detail, you know, really put salt in that wound. Look, don't act like you're surprised that the anti-gay movie also has racial objectification, okay? They're biased towards everyone. And then finally we have three, or the Marie Dobry. I'm not even gonna, yeah, yep, yes, yeah, what, yeah, yes, yeah. The entire movie leads up to the cast effectively canceling Petra for being a hot gay mess. A very beautiful hot gay mess, mind you. Seriously, the movie is gorgeous. But it doesn't take away from the fact that the entire film anathematizes von Kant for the lifestyle she chooses to live, and doesn't ease up on her until she becomes this husk, celibate, I guess ideal mommy slash daughter. Luckily, that is not the sphere we live in today. As I said, girl-on-girl representation is at an all-time rise, and a somewhat recent example of this type of film, but done better, is Carol. Carol hits on all the fundamentals of a tragic lesbian trope, but does the work to reframe it from tragic to sympathetic to the lesbians in question. And I like Carol enough, nothing negative to say. However, I think I'm just increasingly tiresome of this tragic lesbian trope. Like, I think we just need to let her die with von Kant. The utility for this kind of character just is not there. It'd be one, creatively interesting, and two, better for society if we reframe these stories to be more of an internalized struggle and less of an external struggle. Because I feel like, not aggressively so, but there's more acceptance nowadays, so continuously telling these stories about how lesbians are struggling in the 1940s, lesbians don't have to be contained to, whoa, this is difficult, or whoa, this is weird, because we don't treat our straight characters like that. So we shouldn't treat our lesbian characters like that. I don't know, that's just me, but regardless of how I feel, I am so happy you stopped by, and I will see you during your next visit. Bye, Wussy.